So, how we doing?
I'm happy to be done with this game.
Yeah, well now you have to finish Dragon Age 2.
Oh, fuck you.
I
I've
know
already
this
done
because
Dragon
I
Age
have to
2. I
finish
don't need to
Dragon
play
Age
it a
2.
second time.
Your wish?
Yeah, no, that's cowardly.
Fuck.
What would you have me do? If you insist.
You've a task?
Are you streaming now?
I
Can
am.
raid you?
I am streaming.
Nature's
I don't
servant
see you.
awaits. Yes, O
I see
omnipresent
me.
authority figure, as you direct.
It takes a little bit.
As good as done.
I want you to know that I love you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm done! I'm really disturbed by the fact that Gino thinks that the 3D games should be treated separately. Like, does he understand the horrible dark precedent that he's setting for us?
You've a task as you direct.
Anyways, that's it for me. I'm done with this game. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. Oh god, I have to fucking start playing bad adventure games again.
Yeah. And whose fault was that?
Yours?
No, I play good
Yes, it
adventure
is.
games. I could play King's Quest 6 right now,
Just to taunt me?
just to fuck with you.
How about I start playing questionable CRPGs? How would that make you feel?
Listen, if you want to play Black Geyser, I'm not gonna stop you.
What if I start playing Silver?
I would be slightly hurt.
What if I start playing Silver?
If you want to see what French people trying to make Final Fantasy VII look like, you could start playing Silver.
Oh, my bones.
Yeah, I agree, Harley.
What would you do if I started playing Silver?
I would be mildly upset, and I would disapprove.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna stop my stream.
All right.
What are the bad adventure games that I want to play
Nature's
next?
servant awaits.
I am prepared. You
I
have
don't
me
want
in
to play
mind.
Rama.
I will listen. I look forward to
I
your
don't want to play Rama.
You don't?
Maybe I want to play The Day the World Broke. I like how all of these weird PC adventure games that you've never heard of, because
Yeah.
you don't know what's good.
Yeah,
Yes, O omnipresent
It's
authority
true.
figure.
You don't know what you're missing out on if you don't play Myst clones.
you're right. I don't know what I'm missing, so I guess I'll just have to vicariously experience it through you, solving the worst, most obtuse bullshit puzzles, watching bad CG animations of people going, yes, the experiment was successful. And then, like, turning
But
valves
doesn't that
or
make
something.
you? Doesn't that make you feel good?
No. You know what makes me
found
feel
some-
good?
You have been waylaid by enemies and must
Your wish?
I found some
Your wish?
gold in a goblin cave.
Absolutely shines my head. You insist.
I might actually play The Day the World Broke
Here.
Why would you do that?
because I hate myself. Oh, that's right. This is a Houghton Mifflin game.
Uh-huh.
You've a task.
You know, the textbook company.
Nature's
Oh.
servant awaits. Yes,
Sure,
O
green one.
omnipresent. You've a task.
You've a task?
Nature's servant awaits.
Sorry, we're gonna have to wait until Khalid is not paralyzed by the ghast.
Alright, I might actually play this. There's another game that I got from Zomslayers many moons ago.
Yes,
It
O
has a very funny
omnipresent
note on it
authority
of,
figure.
I was able to get this to work, but please be aware this will fuck things up if you don't do this one thing. What's the note on Masters of Dimensions?
For the group.
Special note. Okay.
Oh yeah.
To seek enlightenment. After discovering our fellow Samsung monks, much of our investigate one night. We witnessed
My dude,
sudden
you were
not.
giving...
intervention. The man was gravely wounded. I shouted to him
What?
to come back.
Me?
No, Rasad is giving me a
Oh.
very detailed backstory for a level 1 character.
When help finally arrived, I ran after the monks. Once more, I cried out for help when the guards released me the following day. Disheartened by it, neither could if I was in... But perhaps what else can I tell you?
I appear to have accidentally gone underneath of my quest location. Oh, that is... that is just a straight fucking drop.
I understand.
That would just kill me.
Oh, Garrick leveled up. Now he's level 3. Hooray. Now he can cast 2 spells.
Oh god. I got a tetanus vaccine yesterday,
Oh, no.
and my shit fucking hurty.
Yeah, that's kind of what the tetanus shot did to me when I got it. Tetanus, more like titnus.
No, that's a different thing.
Tit ass.
Sure.
Butthole.
Hello, Mercedes.
Oh, wait. There are people actually watching Braden's streams. I shouldn't say inappropriate things that would put people off. Hello, Internet. How are you? I am watching one of my dearest friends play a video game called Baldur's Gate, and I am here to support them in their endeavor. I would never say anything demeaning and or inappropriate live on the interwebs.
I can physically hear how much you want to make another tit joke.
Shut up.
Oh boy. Thank you, Amaranth. I love an escort
What are your
quest.
impressions of Harley? You're playing Dragon's Dogma. What is your impressions as a newcomer of the pawn system? Because I still fondly look back at the pawn system as this cool thing that I would like to see done again.
I have been having a good time, and my pawns are definitely some of the more useful companions I've had in a game where I can't just directly control the people on my team. However,
Oh no.
I have an ability called Springboard that lets me launch a companion up in the air for them to do air attacks.
Yeah, there's some really cool shit.
I have an air attack equipped on my main pawn, but for some reason, the only people who ever seem to want to jump off my shield are my wizard pawns, who do not have air attacks.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But game's good.
Yeah, no, I'm having a blast.
Everyone's asleep.
You've attacked. Nature's servant awaits his good as done.
Hey, Brayden, I know you probably have all of those games, but did you see that massive sale on GOG for the Ultima franchise?
Yeah. I assume it's the same sale that I bought Soldier of Fortune on.
Yeah. Everything that's Ultima is like $1.
Yeah. That's how much EA values that IP.
Yep. You're not wrong. I wish you were wrong, but you're not.
I will say, they did not have to put quite as much effort into making sure that you notice that every single harpy has
Bazongers.
Fucking crazy bazongers. These bird
Big
ladies
fluffy pillows.
The bird ladies in this game are disrespectfully stacked.
What
I
you mean
only like my
disrespectfully? What do you
women
mean?
respectfully stacked.
I think that it's very respectful to the female figure to just go
Damn
out of your
girl,
way to
you be
show
respectfully stacked.
that you show that that body is very respectfully animated. Oh, right. Also, GOG has, like, all of those porn games for sale.
Oh yeah, GOG just be like, we got the pornography. We're not... And we're gonna let you have it.
A fuck.
Harpy feathers. Which one of you picked up harpy feathers?
And here's where I say I don't...
I don't care for these games, but also, you know, go with God.
If that's the life...
Let God judge you for your sins and see if the weight of your sins prevents you from going through the gate of heaven.
See,
when your soul is
God...
weighed upon a scale by Osiris, the god of the dead, against a feather...
I thought Anubis weighed your soul on a scale.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
You just got pwned!
No, shut up.
But also, none of those gods hold sway over my soul, so, like, fuck them.
See, that's why you're going to hell. And by hell, I mean the River of Styx.
Okay, but what about Hell, H-E-L, like the Viking place? That's cold.
Nope. Not that one either. See, what happens to naughty Talawa people who do bad things is the same thing that happens to all Talawa who die. We go in the ground.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
And then sometimes, if a family member really liked us, they'll, like, plant a tree over us. I wish I had a longer fucking sword. It feels like the harpies are just always flying
Oh,
directly.
Lands of Lore 1+2 is on sale for $1.49. That's
hey,
one good
if you
Lands
don't
of Lore
own
game.
that, I'm gonna make you play it at some point.
There's exactly one good game in Lands of Lore 1+2. And it's
there's
not
exactly
2.
one good game in the Lands of Lore franchise.
Yeah, you're right. Lands of Lore 3. Man, you're gonna make us play Lands of Lore 3.
No, I've already played that game.
Who you are? No, not I.
Realms of Arcania 1+2, $1.40. That's worth. Oh, that's right. They sell one and 2 together, and then 3 separately.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hurry up!
Nature's servant awaits.
Your wish?
Get him, Rasad. Use your Sun Blast. Yeah, take that. Maybe I should keep Dorn in my party. He hits things very hard.
He's a useful party member.
He has 19 strength, although as a character, he just seems like the most edgelord, like, Babby's first player character energy.
I mean, that's all of these games.
That's all of the original characters in the enhanced editions.
And if you want, like, the ultimate fucking, like, edgelordy game, like, let's play some Planescape, because holy shit, I played Planescape. Man, I forgot how edgelordy that game is. How everyone needs to speak in riddles and be deeply philosophical.
Yeah.
That's why that game is good.
Yeah, that's why that game's good.
Basil, could you not get hit by every single fucking rock that falls in this quest? Like, I promise you, if you dodge one, I won't get mad.
Hey, Braden, is Wing Commander an RPG?
No, it's a flight sim.
Like, you put in stats into your ship?
No, you don't. Chris Avalon and Edgelord? Yeah, also that. Like, you know, hey, Planescape as a setting is already inherently pretty, like, everyone just talking about the meme. Which, by the way, Wizards of the Coast's Planescape revival's coming this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how they make people mad.
Oh, you're right.
I really.
We're
so
gonna have
here's
to
the
deal
thing.
with
I
a bunch
really
of
like.
people saying that it's bowing to the pressures of woke.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they said that about the Ravenloft book too, which I sincerely thought that Ravenloft book might be the best thing from D&D.
I was shockingly. I thought it was a good time.
Like, it's very smart how they put a lot of that source book behind like, roll on this random table to see what the big truth is behind this Dreadlord. Like, they very much leave it up to you to interpret.
It's kind of cool. It's also, like, I don't know how you feel, but with the ones where they give these, you know, themes and topics to multiple different authors, and they say, yeah, just go ham.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just go and say, yeah. Dark Sun is also kind of an edgy setting, don't get me wrong. I also like Dark Sun.
So you're not as big a fan. I mean, I'm also kind of with you, but Avernus, I don't like what they did with that campaign setting in 5th edition.
Oh, the Avernus. Hold it, let me...
I mean, I am happy that they used it as an opportunity to introduce the Artificer to 5th edition, but, like, boy, that being the last time they added any new class into 5th edition just says so much about how gun-shy they are with doing anything,
it took them,
to challenge their audience.
It took them to the end of 5th edition to finally,
like, though, I know it wasn't
put
good,
in other
but,
settings.
like, the whole fiasco with the Mystic just says everything about how they are so unwilling to do anything in terms of challenging the current 5th edition audience. They're just gun-shy, like 4th edition burnt them.
Oh, yeah.
I actually really liked 4th edition.
I mean, you like 4th edition because you like rolling a lot of bucket of dice and then doing shit tons of damage.
That's
why everyone likes 4th edition, is they like just murdering everything with a big old bucket of dice.
I mean, I never got past level 2 in 4th edition,
You
so
like
I'm not...
you like MMO style Holy Trinity class dynamics in D&D?
We've got a game for you.
Yeah, 5th edition is popular with normal people and not turbo nerds.
I guess that's what they were trying to do with Tomb of Horrors, the book.
Tomb of
for 5th
Annihilation.
edition. A book of... yeah. Which I like some of that book. Some of that book is okay.
I think that the final part of that adventure is real good.
Oh yeah, like the island stuff and the hex grid.
I mean, no, I meant like the murder dungeon.
Oh,
like the
right,
jungle.
the
The jungle part is fine. Like I appreciate that they made a proper ass hex crawl.
I just think that, see, when I ran that campaign, my party found the fucking tomb pretty goddamn quick, and it's like, well, shit.
Now
I've
they're
got this
underleveled.
giant hex. I have this giant well, that I had to solve as well. But, like, I just got this giant thing, this giant clunky map that I guess we're not going to use anymore because now we're done with that part of the game,
Yeah.
right?
Like, are there more goblins? I swear to God, these fucking things just come out, they fucking crawl out of the fucking dirt.
That's the one thing about Dragon's Dogma that is kind of annoying, is that it really does just like to throw, I guess I'm gonna fight another onslaught of goblins again. That's doing it again, huh?
Or bandits.
Yeah.
Hey you, bandit.
I also just, in terms of D&D, I just think their market share is too big for them to do anything genuinely neat.
Hey, Braden, should I buy Konung 3 Ties of the Dynasty for 59 cents?
I will likely not have the podcast play Konung.
Konung 1 plus 2 is $1.19.
There is a bug that is only in the GOG version of Konung.
Yeah. I think I remember you describing this.
If you do not disable the music,
Yeah. What happens, Braden?
the game will crash once all of the songs have finished playing.
Fucking so good! Hey, Harley.
ZP.
What if you were playing a game, and when the OST plays the last song, it doesn't know how to cycle, and then the game just crashes?
So my solution to that was to literally just play the soundtrack in the background.
I mean,
Such a dumb bug. It's such a dumb bug.
And I don't know if they ever fixed it.
That was the one thing. Remember when GOG says our games are bug-free at launch? And then it's like, no, you are so full of shit now. Like, that really is one of those reasons why you don't want... Remember when it was like, Sony's gonna buy CD Projekt? Like, one of the reasons why you don't want that to happen is because I bet you Sony would look... Sony or Microsoft would take one look, it's like, oh, this GOG thing hasn't made money for the last 5 years? Yeah, shut it the fuck down.
Yeah, and like GOG laid off a bunch of people.
Like, that's part of the reason why they said, hey, yeah, we're not going to fight Steam and Humble Bundle shot for shot to get AAA games anymore. We're gonna be our own little thing. It's like, that's probably the right call, because please don't let this die.
Please make this fucking weird cow move a little faster. I am begging you, Mercedes, use a faster animal.
Alright, I killed those three, Sealies. And, they were each worth 2,000 experience.
So as we were saying last time, like, this game is not hard.
No.
But it does have a weird spike. What would you say? Near the end or in the middle?
I would say the way this game, the further away, the more north you get, and the more off the middle of the road you get, the more dangerous the area is.
I think this is why I always became obsessed with killing Dritz, is because it's like, I gotta get a little bit of a hard time, a little bit of grit. And it turns out you actually don't want to kill him,
yeah,
because it's going to make 2 a harder time.
Nothing but good spells, like Define Trap, Charm Person or Mammal, Bark Skin. Bark Skin's actually a good spell.
Yeah, it's actually a really good spell. It's a good spell even in 5th edition.
And then Khalid, I don't know. Here, have a point in longsword. Oh, you already have two-handed sword and two-handed weapon style, huh? Huh, Dorn? Well, I guess I'll give you a longbow. In case you... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna bring him with me. His strength, his stats are too good. See? He just one-shot that carrion crawler.
Nature's servant awaits.
For now.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Look, I'm already level 4. Killgo Stabbins moving up in the world. Still only have a ×2 backstab multiplier, though.
Someone looks like they're about to die, also.
Yeah, he's feeble-minded. It's fine. The Dryad, they cast Feeble Mind on him. So we gotta wait for him to get better.
For the group. Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna give Blur to Garrick. He'd probably waste it.
He would.
But it's okay. At some point, he'll be able to cast Fireball.
It's a weird late.
I mean, you're not getting
arc
level
for
4
him.
or 5 spells until you're at Baldur's Gate proper.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I think a lot of people underestimate some of the magic characters, is because...
Yeah, you can still cast Sleep at level 1.
God, Sleep is so shitty in 5th edition.
It's...
Yes, oh omnipresent
Yeah,
authority
well,
figure.
that's because it's...
All those Constitution roll-based... and
Save's not a con save.
Oh, it's not a con save? Is it a...
it's literally just HP.
Oh, right. Then what am I thinking?
Hold person? No, hold person's a
No.
wisdom save. Okay.
I played a character that was a fairy in a campaign, and what move did I give her?
Poison spray.
Poison spray, right. Poison spray is a fucking trap!
Because it only has a range of 10 feet, and it's a con save, which most monsters are good at. Just get Toll the Dead if you want a D12 cantrip.
I will show you justice. Your wish?
Wow. He can shoot a fireball out of his hand
Oh,
once.
omnipresent authority could have done.
What a great character.
Oh, that's right.
Because he's the Sun Monk.
Why is... You know what's another thing that I think is a fucking, like, trap is Druidcraft? Druidcraft is
'Cause
garbage.
It's the
Does
crappy
less than
version.
prestidigitation and thaumaturgy,
Yeah.
and the unique things that it does are really, really unappealing. I can't think of a single reason to take that spell over literally any other cantrip in the game. Ugh. There are so many things about 5th edition that I really hope that they just fix or think about.
You've attacked for the group.
Well, I have great news.
They're not gonna fix any of it!
It's called 1D&D.
Yes, oh, for the group.
I have no idea. I have not been keeping up with some of the changes they've made. I know, some of it seems less bad. Alright, time to remember where the guy whose short sword was taken. Which of the 5 inns he's in.
For the group, as you direct.
Yeah, just go full steam ahead and be sad when Hasbro goes under. I think Hasbro's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, they own like half of the
They own half of the toy. They own half of the toys. The other half is owned by Mattel. Oh, you're right. You're right. The Barbie movie gonna put Hasbro out of business.
They own almost all of the board game industry, almost all of the wargaming hobby. They're gonna be fine.
As you direct.
Yeah, no, I believe you, Lionheart. Because the post-capitalist hellscape we live in, late stage capitalist hellscape, is like, well, you know what's popular with the kids? Toys.
I remember, like, what was it last year? There was like an activist investor that wanted Hasbro to spin off Wizards of the Coast into its own company.
I bet it would be run better.
Yeah, but it was being spearheaded by an activist investor, so probably not.
Yeah.
How is the Barbie movie doing? Like,
It hasn't come out
financially?
yet.
Oh, I
It's
thought
Friday. That and Oppenheimer are Friday.
Oh, right. Boy, howdy.
Well, maybe
Hasbro's been
Hasbro
struggling.
Maybe Hasbro shouldn't have made a $120 million D&D movie. It was really good.
Right.
It
was really good. Unfortunately, I don't know. Did that game just do poorly, or did that movie do poorly, or did it like? I'm just so confused because we live in this era where like every movie that comes out makes not great money in theater, and then everybody watches it on streaming. Like, how does this work?
I also have no idea how.
It doesn't is the answer to that.
All I know is that Indiana Jones apparently, thanks to COVID production costs $8 bajillion to make. But yeah, listen. Barbie hits all demographics. Everyone's excited for Barbie. Dads, teens, graduates, the elderly, probably. I assume old people still go to movies.
The olds?
Yeah, the elders.
All right.
I was happy to see that they brought back John Rhys Davies for Sala in Indiana Jones.
Oh, they did? Is it like a cameo?
I think he has a brief role, but yeah. Remember when he played Gimli in the Lord of the Rings movies?
Yeah, remember when he said all of those things about feminists? Also, he was in Wing Commander.
He's also a pro Brexiter.
Oh, who could have foreseen this?
I think you're an honorable person. Oh, thank you.
What was the quote where he was like debating someone? And he said like, "Oh woman, have you never read Kenneth Arrow and the Arrow's Theorem?"
Yeah.
Sword.
Alright, let's just go to the Nashkel Mines.
A bow.
For the group.
Stop faffing about. It's time to fight some dogs. And then probably dump Dorn, because he's too good.
Never had friends.
What are you gonna replace Dorn with?
Zan.
Oh, okay.
Because I need a real mage. And Zan is probably the worst real mage, unless you count Quail.
Stand away, citizen!
Why do I hate Worf? Listen, I'm pro-Worf. And I'm pro-Michael Dorn. I'm against Dorn Ilkhan, however.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Oh, you're right. There is a Blue Beetle movie. I forgot that existed.
Yeah, is it gonna do better or worse than The Flash, though?
I mean, none of it matters until they restart it with James Gunn's thing.
Yeah.
At this point, those might as well just be tax write-offs.
Yeah,
I mean,
something,
at this point, yeah.
something Warner Brothers has gotten very good at recently.
I really wanted to see that Batgirl movie.
See, I didn't, but now I do.
I would have loved to see Brendan Fraser as Firefly. What's up?
Yeah. Well, you never will.
He was really good in Doom Patrol.
I need to see that. It's just I don't want to get a subscription for a show.
Yes, oh, as good as
Business has
done.
been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
Yeah.
How was Dark Souls today? Did you defeat the
I beat it.
Ivory King?
You beat it? Congratulations. I also beat Final
go ahead.
Fantasy 3, but yeah.
That's a much bigger accomplishment.
Yeah.
Stand away.
Fuck that game. God, the ending of that game is so bullshitty. Anyway, so yeah, how was Scholar of Sin?
I had forgotten some of the shit you have to do to get the quote unquote true ending.
For the good.
Business has been poor.
You have to
what with the iron
kill
shortage and
Vendrick's
all.
undead corpse, and that's just a pain in the butt.
It's
Even if you have all the giant souls, he just has too much HP.
Well, I had 4 of them. I was like, oh yeah, the ancient dragon fight sucks ass.
Yeah, that fight is dog shit.
it
If
really
you get
is.
if you get it down, you can get him to just go up into the air, flame, and then land and repeat that forever. But it's just, ugh. Yeah, no, that game is really good.
How do you feel about the Blue Fume Knight?
The Blue Fume Knight.
The one you fight in Iron King.
I mean, the Blue Smelter Demon.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
It's the same fight. It's just its upgrades are reversed, and it does magical and fire instead of physical and fire. It's not worth doing.
Yes, as good as done.
The area leading up to it is cool though.
I don't... See, I never played the Dark Souls 2 DLC.
It's the best part of that game.
I bet!
She was Magus. One of my
That's the
all-time
first-
favorite Vinny.
That's the
Yeah.
first... Yeah. It's fine.
Still one of my the funniest.
I
was
kind of
Vinny
want to
moments.
listen to their Twin Peaks watchcast, because
Original or revival?
they're watching all...
They're doing all of them.
Oh
Bing.
boy.
Because I guess Vinny hasn't seen Twin Peaks.
That's I don't see that as necessarily as of anything. I know it was a big
I
Ryan
also
Davis
guess
thing,
what? I haven't watched more than a couple episodes of Twin Peaks.
Your way.
but- Oh, it's worth it. Like, it has such a slow start, but the payoff is.
Nature's
Ugh.
servant awaits.
Yes, sir.
And
It's
some
not
people
that I
hate that
disbelieve
second.
you.
Some people hate the
The
second.
ending.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say all that shit with Wyndham Earl. I fucking loved it.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, Wyndham Earl is great.
I don't want to ruin it for Braden, but
I know what happens
it's a
Oh
good
my
show.
god.
because I
The
don't
final-
give a fuck.
As Red Letter Media put it, like, the final episode of the original series, it amazes me that aired on national goddamn television.
Oh, it's so good.
I
Like, that
respect that
entire
David
final
Lynch
episode.
is a weirdo.
He's like,
Honestly,
"Alright,
the last
I got my shot. I'm gonna shoot it. I don't give a shit.
the last minute of Twin Peaks season 2 is like genuinely one of my favorite moments in television.
Oh, it's so good. It's so dumb.
I'm curious.
so
I do
good.
need to watch the revival though, because I'm curious how they handle the thing that results in a lot of characters seeming to be dead.
Yeah.
I don't know how they handled
it's
that.
a little on the clunky side, but you got to get past that, and it's fine.
Okay. But yeah, apparently they got most of the actors and actresses back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right before a
So-
lot of them passed away.
Yes. Apparently the log lady, they had all that her stuff done like years in advance of it being finished.
Yeah.
Wait, is a lot? Am I getting that character confused with the character from Deadly Premonition?
I was gonna say, like,
Which one
that
is it?
sounds like the
The log lady is in Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
Okay, I got it right then.
And then she's the one that was dying of cancer when they had her record her last lines before she died.
I would say the only thing I don't like from season 2 of Twin Peaks is
the weird part where you have to deal with the fucking biker kid for like 3 episodes.
Yes, in the rich family's house. They had no idea what to do
pretty
with them.
Fucking bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
And then you get to Wyndham Earl, and everything's great again.
Chris, how do you feel about Firewalk with Me?
I think it's fine. I like it.
Do you like watching Ray Wise just ham it up?
Aw, man, it's that part, and then the scene with David Bowie. Like, the David Bowie scene in Firewalk with Me is so good.
Yeah.
Speak and be gone.
But it's like one of those movies where it's like, this makes perfect sense that this flopped in the... Because, of course, no one got this movie. Like, if people
it's also
didn't get...
unnecessary.
It is unnecessary, but I actually like what it adds to the whole Twin Peak dynamic, and... It's just like David Lynch going weird.
David Lynch going weird? He's never done that.
He didn't do that. He didn't go weird with Straight Story.
Is that his most normal movie?
Yeah, it is. I would argue it is his most normal movie.
Let's talk about Blue Velvet.
Heineken, fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, Lionheart does not like... Oh, jeez. Sorry. I'll be back.
Alright, time to kill all these kobolds.
Murder them kobolds.
I think I'm coughing up blood.
So here's my general feeling on David Lynch's filmography is you're not supposed to get it. For the most part. David Fincher is a very different director. Imagine David Lynch's Seven.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Finally.
You've as good as done.
This will not be a quick death.
That's really not in this. All right.
Nature's servant awaits. As good as done.
This will not be a quick death.
Seven is fine. Seven also maybe inspired some very dumb movies, but I like Seven. Yeah, it inspired a lot.
So dark down here.
I finally reached the point in the game where I can respect my character.
People really like the twist ending in 7.
Be a magic archer, Harley.
No, I'm a warrior.
Okay, you want to be the big two-handed
No
guy?
old boy, but it's
Yeah,
definitely one of those plot twists and all plot twists.
big sword go burr.
This will
Fair.
not be a quick death.
I will say, I like that in order to actually use your big sword, like to hit combos, you have to be hitting something. Like, you can't just swing your sword willy-nilly because it's too heavy. Not realistic, but
I think
it's
my
fun.
favorite Fincher movie might just be The Social Network, although I have not seen that film in quite some time. But I really liked it when I was a lad.
Yeah, as you direct.
The far-flung past of 2011.
You've as you direct.
And if anything, that movie was too generous to Mark Zuckerberg. What was Brad Pitt's big breakout role? Was it Seven? No, he was in things before then.
Stand away, citizen.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise, maybe.
Interview with a Vampire. That's right.
Ugh.
He was-
For the fallen!
Go get him, Rasad.
Yeah, it probably is Thelma and Louise. But that movie was huge.
Nature's servant awaits.
Please, aid me. I look forward to your instruction. I understand.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority.
Because it sure as fuck wasn't Cool World by Ralph Bakshi.
I've never seen a Ralph Bakshi film.
I remember Cool World. That was a weird movie.
Yeah.
He has sex with a cartoon lady and she becomes real. That's all I know about that movie.
I think, to be fair, I don't think she becomes real. I
Lionheart,
think she
don't
just
say
gets...
that out loud. Joku will hear you.
I don't think she becomes real. I think she just gets to go to the real world. I think she's still a cartoon.
No, she becomes a human actress.
Does she?
Yes.
I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
What are you screenshotting? What's Lionheart talking about?
Lionheart, I'm not... Lionheart, I'm not... Joku's gonna be like, oh, it has ideas, though, Arby! Arby, it has ideas!
Wait, does he actually like?
I don't
Cool
know.
World?
I just assume he'd be like, oh, it's got energy to it.
Is the answer Fight Club? Like that's
Fight
his
Club
big
is
breakout
good.
movie?
It's very fun to see the people who got way into Fight Club and didn't realize how gay it was.
Or like, you know, what the whole point of the plot twist was in that movie.
Yeah, like the whole point of that movie being about toxic masculinity.
And the value system of advertising.
And people are just like, no, it's
about manhood.
It's about punching dudes. Yeah. It's like, congratulations. You're the target audience for this film. Meet Joe Black was before Fight Club. Oh, I forgot about that movie.
People really like Meet Joe Black. God, that movie is so up its own ass, though.
I'd believe it.
The only thing about Meet Joe Black that I really remember is that montage of Brad Pitt getting hit by the car from Screened.
R.I.P. Screened.
As good as done.
Okay, here's a question. speaking of movies that came out in around the turn of the millennium, are Fight Club and Donnie Darko fans in the same Venn diagram?
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I want to just say, as someone who has seen and likes both of those movies, I like them for very different reasons.
I liked Donnie Darko.
Remember how pretentious Donnie Darko fans were when that movie was still kind of like Inside Baseball?
Yeah. No.
It's not a deep and nuanced film. Oh, I'm being told to hydrate.
Yeah, drink some fucking water.
I drank water.
Oh, man. Remember World War Z, the movie?
I don't. I choose not to. But yeah, I
Yes, at once. You've a task?
This will not be a quick death.
God, the sequel to Donnie Darko is so pitiful and pathetic.
yeah, there are a lot of movies like that that have like zero effort trash sequels.
Like that director Richard Kelly also went on to do absolutely nothing.
He did Southland Tales.
Oh,
A movie in which there is at one point a CG animation of two cars fucking.
This is not a lie. I've also seen.
Also, The Rock is in it.
Remember how that movie is like a extended commentary about the Patriot Act?
I love extended commentaries about the Patriot Act.
For the group.
I'm always thinking, George W. Bush!
I will show you justice.
Hurry up!
I look for. I understand.
Oh, who could have foreseen Rasad, the trash man he is, dying?
Nature's servant awaits as good as done.
Oh, look at me. I have an armor class of 4. And I'm still garbage.
Yes,
Hunter in the Mines?
Yeah. Yeah, a movie from the mid-aughts is about the War on Terror. I know. I only watch non-political films like Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. A movie that is definitely not George Lucas's feelings about the War on Terror.
I like the part with the lightsaber winch.
I like the part where John Williams' movie goes all ha ha ha, and then they're doing the lightsaber things.
What would you have me do?
Jan Riker didn't know how thermoses work? Of course.
No, he didn't.
Honestly, a thermos is a pretty fucking dangerous, complicated machine in a house.
A thermos? Like
no.
Not a thermostat, a thermos.
Thermostat, like a water heater thing.
No, I'm specific. Dan Reichert did not understand the concept of an insulated beverage holder.
I mean, people don't understand how insulation works, period. He's not the only one.
Yeah, but he's very stupid.
Nature's servant awaits.
Yes, sir.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Ah, come on! When I put it in the fridge, it's supposed to be cold, right? But I opened it and it was still hot. That's a kayfabe work shoot. Dan Reichert almost gets run over twice in the first 2 minutes of that Belgium
video
travelogue.
is good. At least admit
Yeah, oh yeah, that video is
part.
great. Make no mistake,
This will not
that video is a good time.
I'm gonna link this just in case people don't know what we're talking about.
This will not be a quick death.
Your wish, I shall commit to the task.
Hurry up if you insist.
You've aboard the group.
This will not be a quick death.
Really not in this.
Toys was a thing. Yeah, it was a fucking thing.
I
Toys with Robin Williams.
have never seen that movie.
It's a weird movie.
What I think it is.
Yeah, this is the one where Robin Williams inherits a fucking toy factory in Moscow, Idaho.
No, I was thinking of Small Soldiers. Those are very.
Oh,
good
Small
movies.
Soldiers is also a really weird movie.
Servant awaits.
Goes by the name of Taris. When last I saw her,
As you
she was
direct.
in Nashkel, looking for her husband.
Jamie Foxx is in Toys, and LL Cool J.
Uh-huh.
Star-studded cast.
What would you have me do?
It's a weird movie. It's such a weird movie.
Oh, John Cusack's in it. Well, there's a good
Joan.
night.
I look forward.
Yeah.
Joan Cusack.
That's what I said.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said John.
Speak. This will not be a quick death.
Her brother.
The lesser of the Cusacks.
You've a task.
That's less of a condemnation of John Cusack and more of a.
That man did a
praising
couple
of-
of really good movies in the 90s and then was like, I want to take a break. And it's like, you know,
Grosse
God
Point
bless him.
Blank is so fucking good. It's such a good movie.
He was in so many movies in the 80s and 90s and then was like, I want to take a break.
Yeah, good for him.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Please, aid me.
Oh, Rasad died again.
I'm gonna reset.
Nature for the
I
group.
that's why I have the quick load button.
What would you have
You
me
want that?
do?
You don't want that Constitution dump or
And
loss.
also, also reviving people costs money.
Your life ends here.
As far as I'm concerned, being able to raise the dead isn't real. If someone dies in combat, you just reload.
Yeah.
That's my absolutist stance on the matter.
I think I am gonna dip out. I hope y'all.
All right, have a good one.
All
Harley.
right, have a
Harley.
great rest of your day,
Oh,
Harley.
trash man. 24 HP, no armor class, no hit.
You've a task.
I am.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I just never liked how
Good as done.
in D&D how like you get to a point with certain classes where death
What would
doesn't
you
mean
have me
anything.
do?
Mm-hmm.
Your wish?
Yes, oh, you've as you direct.
But I guess also that doesn't matter, because by the time you get to that point, your characters are basically demigods, so...
Redirect. This will not be a quick death. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Yes, sir.
Chris, what can you tell me about Broken Sword 2?
It's fine. It's not fine.
Servant awaits. Good as
Great.
done.
I'm gonna play that next.
Is that the game that I'm thinking of? Like, that's the one that everyone hates?
I'm just saying George Stobart in, like, vacation wear.
Is this... It's been a while since I've played a Broken Sword game. Ah, right. That's the game that everyone fucking hates.
Great.
It's not the original Xbox one? Time to see Flatliners? Oh.
Right, so they listened to the criticism that the first game was too hard and everything is, like, shockingly simple.
Well, I'm just looking to get through and see the story. Want some bad accents?
I want the worst accents.
But yeah, the story is kind of a disappointment when you compare it to the first game.
Longsword plus 2.
Brandon, if you want the worst, you can just go back and watch Chris's playthrough of Jack Keen.
Jack King 2.
Did Jack King 2 have worse?
Jack King 2 ran like absolute dog shit in a way that
But the accents.
Oh, in terms of like racism?
Because there was some real choice ones in that first game.
Your wish? If you
Yeah,
insist.
that game's fucking bad. Is that game bad? That game's bad. But it's also like a B-tier game, like, at heart. I miss it. I hate it. I miss it.
Those games still exist. Mid-budget European adventure games still exist.
Yeah, I mean, Frogware still makes Sherlock Holmes games.
Yeah. Despite they had to move a lot of their production to the Czech Republic.
Because they're Ukrainian.
Because they're based in Ukraine.
I sure hope that year one is good. Chapter 1, what is it called?
I want the Cthulhu one to be good.
Because The Devil's Daughter was such a drop down from Crimes and Punishments.
Crimes and Punishments is good shit.
I want them to be good again. It was only good the one time.
Make Frogwares good again.
Yeah.
I could play some weird obscure PC
might need
game
to play the
bullshit.
Sinking City at some point as well.
Ah, it's okay.
Same. Yeah, I want to play that one.
Speak and be gone.
Oh, I could play the Synergist.
You've a task?
Ugh. But I kind of don't want to.
Nature is good as done.
You know, it's probably garbage when I don't know the name of it whatsoever. It just sounds like you're making up.
Got FMV and it's a DOS adventure game. It's about 3 hours long, but it's stupidly hard at times. Did Hardcore Gaming cover this game? Yeah.
That's the Julia Roberts. Now, you meant that in a different chat line, Hart, but I like that sentence.
You've a task?
Is the Julia Roberts, is that like a novelty food item, you think, or is that like a sexual position?
Oh, that's right. Synergist was an early Vicarious Visions game. Remember when Vicarious Visions made adventure games?
Remember Vicarious Visions?
That was their first game.
I am at God's feet. really not in this.
They did Synergist, then Dark Angel, and then Vigilante 8.
Your instruction.
Vigilante 8, did I like that? I think I like that game.
Game Boy Color version, if I recall correctly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that game was fine for the time. As a kid, I was dumb. It was like Twisted Metal Light.
Life is glorious. With God's speed.
Luxo Flux.
Yeah!
Shakira. No! No!
Nature as you direct.
Oh, I saw it. That was good.
As you direct.
Oh,
The way Lightning Bolt works in the second edition.
Your life ends here.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure. Yes, sir.
Peter wrecked.
You've attacked as good as done.
What? How'd you get in here?
What would you have me do? Very well.
Your wish, I shall commit to the task.
Speak and be gone.
Nature's servant awaits.
I am at your service.
I am prepared. I shall commit to the task.
Your wish?
There we go.
It is
Yes,
certain
oh
that the death of
omnipresent
Malay will
authority
relieve
figure.
the fears of the terrorized
We
folk
did
of
it.
Nashkel. But you remain uneasy. While the half-orc may indeed have caused the evils that befell the mine, the shortage of iron is too widespread to be his doing alone. His letters confirm your suspicions, and though they give little indication as to where his cohorts are hiding, they may have links to the...
As you direct.
Dorn, I'm stealing all your shit, including your sword.
Move attack as you direct.
Can I help you? I can, but try.
Nature for the group.
I will show you justice.
Streets, dear friends!
I thank you for my freedom, friends, for I have languished in these dismal vaults too long.
I will listen. You wish me to leave? You shouldn't make a habit of committing mistakes.
Yes,
Ryan would be proud of your
omnipresent
action.
authority figure.
I got +2 reputation for kicking out Dorn.
Friendly army.
As you should. God, look at fucking Zan's stats. What the fuck?
He's got 7 con, baby. Woo! I mean, he has good int. So... So he's got that going for him, I guess. And he's got this sick Moonblade. Trash character. Oh, right, he can't learn web because it's an evocation spell. Of course. Why would you ever want to cast web, one of the most useful spells in the game? It's fine, we got color spray. We got sleep.
You've as you direct.
I will show you
Onto the
justice.
streets, dear friends!
As good as done.
I don't remember the mines being this long.
I mean, you have to remember that he's playing with a suboptimal party.
We're all doomed.
Yeah, I guess I'm just forgetting an entire map of this area.
You have need of me?
I look forward to your
I love how Zan says we're all doomed, and then it's immediately followed by Garrick saying life is glorious. And then him singing a bardic song.
Fine, whatever.
Life is pointless.
Please, aid me.
I do love a lot of the barks from this game.
Whatever.
You must gather your party before before venturing forth.
As
You realize that Jaheira's going to get too good for you.
I mean, listen, we're dumping Jaheira for Faldorn. Okay.
God. Okay. Yeah, that's how do you do it, right? Fuck, that's right. Jesus Christ, you really do know how to make the worst.
Yeah, pure class druids, definitely not, like, kind of terrible in these games.
I was gonna say, what's that move they get? The stone spikes one on the ground?
Yeah, that
thing does work
Call
for me.
Lightning is good. It's more the part where Jaheira gets Call Light. Oh, it's actually storming. Jaheira gets Call Lightning. And also she can fight and wear real armor.
You have been waylaid by enemies.
I am at your
Can't have that.
with joy, sir. Hurry up! Light with Godspeed. What would... All right. Yeah, with Godspeed.
I forget what the exact modifiers of the Bard song are.
Your wish?
All right.
Is it the enhanced version of Bard song?
I know it scales leveling up. I just don't remember.
So, I mean, if it's... I seem to recall, I think it's like 10 points to his AC and 10% magic resistance.
No, the Bard song.
Oh. I'm thinking of... regular-ass Bard song?
Yeah. In these games. Because it's different in Icewind Dale. Because the weird thing about... in actual tabletop, the Bard song you actually do out of combat.
I know you get fortified against fear. Like you basically, when you get those weird monsters that invoke fear, Bard song is the best way to not have to worry about that.
Yep. Got resist fear from the Bard song. Actually, let's...
I forget, how does the unkitted... Didn't they change the unkitted Bard song in the enhanced editions?
So, it looks
so it affects, like, all of your party members?
The way Bard song works is restores morale and removes and protects fear. It doesn't... Does it give anything else?
But what about the unkitted version of it?
This is the unkitted Bard.
Oh, okay. And then Blade Song does...
Blade Song is just fucking good. It's like bonus to hit and damage. And I think there might...
And doesn't it also affect summoned and charmed creatures, too? Blade Song? I seem to recall that being the case. Anyways, the other thing about bards is they have the highest lore rating of any class. So you can use them to identify many of the magical items that you're going to discover on your adventure.
Yeah, backstab, motherfucker.
They're also really, really good at picking pockets.
Yep.
Like, I think at level 16, you can have, like, a maximum score of 100+. And And when they get to level 16, I think they max out at level 6 wizard spells.
Yeah, which is still good.
Yeah.
Nature's servant awaits for the group. For the group.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Never had rats. No, siree.
As you direct.
I can only remember one rule set spells in my head, and it's not D&D anymore.
As you direct.
Melf's acid arrow.
Nope.
Business has been poor with the iron shortage, you know.
What about the first portent of Amul? Now we're talking.
I still have Dorn's sword. Oh, I should have given Garrick two-handed sword proficiency and given him this accursed blade.
I need to get back to Serpents and the Staglins.
Yeah.
You have to the entire like opening town area to the best of my ability. There's like a Goblin King thing. I don't think you're meant to be able to beat at that point, but I was like, okay, time to go off into the main world, and I have yet to return to it. It's a cool game. It's just it's such a specific niche version of CRPG.
Always right.
Like the magic system being what it is so strange.
You've a task as good as done. As you direct.
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
For the group.
See, his name is Lord Foreshadow, and he says, I make a point of keeping in touch with Neverwinter, though I've only visited once previously. It was quite popular in those nights, if I recall correctly. I'm going to make a second trip in the coming year. I wager it will be as popular again.
Nature's servant awaits.
Talking about making Neverwinter nights.
Oh,
I've heard of that game.
Except that game didn't come out for another 4 years.
I mean, a lot of people like to point out that one of your temporary companions in this game is Canderous, and it's like, wait, they made another Canderous 5 years later.
It's a good name.
Okay, but let's talk about Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson the bear.
Wilson the bear.
Wilson the motherfucking bear. But they added Wilson as a companion in 2 for the enhanced edition.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just going to look up. Can you keep Wilson the bear?
I don't think you can.
Okay, I'm being told, according to the internet, Wilson is at least better than Rasad.
How could he not be? He's a bear. If only we all could be bears.
You have to be careful about Wilson if you want to recruit him.
Not the lifestyle I'm interested in.
If you want to recruit him, you have to basically get him in Chapter 2,
Right.
because if you advance too far in Nira or Rasad's companion
the
quest
gay
lines,
community
then he
would
becomes
disagree with you.
Unavailable.
Oh, I meant to say. For some reason, I went through the. It's not a choice. It's a lifestyle thing. And like, no, you said the other thing. That didn't work.
Wilson the motherfucking bear.
Your wish?
What would you insist?
Wilson's also terrible in Baldur's Gate 2.
You mean Rasad?
No, I mean, you can get Wilson
Yeah.
in 2. They added him in the enhanced edition.
Yeah.
I understand.
I know.
Wilson's gonna make you eat those words.
I'm sorry, this is a pro-Wilson household.
No sorrow for those lost in righteous battles.
Anyway,
Is this where you talk about how much you like Rasad in 2 as well?
No.
Hexat.
Oh, fucking heck. Hexat says, what if a character had amazing stats, but also was a base kitless thief whose stats are garbage when she's outside?
Yeah, because fucking a vampire.
Yeah, she's
We're
terrible.
all doomed.
But if it's nighttime, she's great.
Have you ever played with Hexat in your party?
No, absolutely not.
Listen, I was thinking like Cerned, Hair Dalis, and Mazzy, and maybe Valagar. You know, good, God-fearing trash characters. I don't know if I have it in me for Hexat.
What would... All right.
She has blood drain.
If you want.
Nature's servant awaits. For
God,
the
yeah, like, she has really good stats on paper, and then it's like, why is she taking damage? Oh, wait, she's a vampire.
She's got to
and it's
wear that
daytime.
cloak that lowers her stats significantly.
And even then, she still is
A
just,
base,
ugh.
a kitless thief.
Which you have a better thief option into.
Yeah, you got Yoshimo. And then you get Imoen back. And then you don't need someone else to do thief stuff. Or you could bring Jan.
But you also get Clara.
No, you don't.
You can choose her as a temporary companion during Shadows of Om.
Yeah. I just think all of the new characters they added for these games are bad. A controversial take, to be sure.
You don't like... Oh, you've already said your thing about Dorn.
Yeah, Dorn is the D&D equivalent of a self-insert evil character.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, he's a bad dude.
You don't like Nira saying the word really 18 fucking times whenever she says a sentence?
And Nira's fun because she's, like, immature and annoying. And it's
I'm
like,
really,
oh, she's
really
a wild
sorry.
mage.
Ugh. Ugh.
Everyone's favorite class,
Her
the wild
fucking
mage.
stats are dog shit.
She's fine. She's
Yeah, I
better
used
than
her.
Zan.
She's fine.
The only thing is wild magic. You have to deal with wild magic, which
You have to deal with wild magic.
it's
which
funny.
It's funny when it blows up on your face.
Yeah. It's funny when Justin posted that screenshot of her casting Gate in Baragost.
Remember how you can, like, recruit Servok and throw in a ball and it's fucking cool?
Yeah. And he's like, fuck you, I got mine. No regrets.
Onward, futility.
All right.
Light if you want.
Hurry if you insist.
And you can either sacrifice your soul or convince Imoen, and Imoen's like, what the fuck are you asking me to do?
As you direct. For the fallen!
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
Hiya, it's me, Imoen.
Good as done.
What you want?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
TX rules! All will bow to TX! When you realize that all of the voices in Baldur's Gate, many of which were done by veteran cartoon voice actors, are me doing silly voices. They're the
Also,
same.
a lot of people who go on to
be veteran voice actors.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hale. Perhaps
I mean,
you've heard
Jennifer
of her.
Hale had been doing. I mean, wasn't
Yeah,
she in
but
a big Disney role or something?
I know she had. Yeah, she had been doing voice acting prior, but like, in terms of, she had not yet reached peak Hale.
Had not reached J Hale.
Did you watch the Mass Effect themed tabletop one shot that Austin Walker ran?
I did.
She is having a good time.
Yeah, Austin's, for the most part, a very good GM. He did a great job in helping two people who clearly don't do much role playing to be a great part of it.
Our quest is vain.
Our quest is vain.
All right.
I will show you justice.
Yeah, color spray, motherfucker.
Pure life.
See, it's fine. He's an enchanter. They get penalties on saves against his spells.
Present authority figure.
Now we're playing a video game.
You've a task. Nature's servant awaits. As you direct. For the group.
I still just really like this game.
It's a good game. It's one of the greatest.
Your wish?
Hurry up.
Yes, good as done.
Yes, sir. With joy, sir.
Please. I am Tilule, Godfather. I look, I shall commit to the task.
You've a task.
We're all if you want.
I am at
It
your
may be a
service.
touch unladylike. I'm gonna slit your
Life
throat, I am.
is so tolerable.
What would you have me do?
It may be a touch unladylike, but I'm gonna slit your throat, I am.
Nature's
See, look, charm person. Great spell. I charmed this mage.
It may be a touch unladylike, but I'm gonna slit your throat, I am.
yes for the fallen.
Our quest is vain.
Hurry up! All right, all right.
And then I backstab her and take her shit. Here, Zan, you get this. You get a robe. Now you have even more fire resistance.
You've a task. Nature's servant awaits for the group.
Your wish?
You were startled out of sleep with a chill, though the night is warm and calm. It is though someone has walked across your grave, and for a moment you wonder if it was you. With this thought, the ground beneath you opens, and you are swept into the dark. When light returns, you do not find its presence comforting. Before you lay the empty mines of Nashkel, cleansed by your previous passage. You move through walls and floors alike, descending deeper and deeper, until a bloated figure comes into view. Mullahay, in no better shape than you left him, stands motionless before you. Held from whatever afterlife calls it, this foul apparition has been waiting for you. A dagger of bone hovers before it, ready for a willing hand to drive it deep. Had this creature breath, you were sure it would be hurling curses. It waits for the kill, a death beyond death, and knows no hope. You turn your back on the blade, and it clatters to the floor. Punishment enough shall find this creature in the land of the dead. You need not inflict any more upon him. Surprised and thankful, the visage of Mullahay hobbles forward and through you, off to whatever fate it deserves. Perhaps for safekeeping.
Because I'm
it leaves
good,
part of itself
I
behind.
get the good dream. Oh, God.
We're all doomed. What is the point?
I shall commit to the task.
Yes,
Light
oh
is
omnipresent
glorious.
authority
With
figure.
joy, sir.
You've attacked with the wreck.
What would you die without immediate aid?
Light if you want. Onward, you
Yes, sir.
Nature's servant awaits. Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Your wish?
Now I can cast Cure Light Wounds twice.
What?
Cure twice wounds.
A wizard is bound by the number of spells he can cast in a single day.
That's what they say.
That's what Kiefer Sutherland says.
And he's right. Says, "God damn it, Chloe, I need backup! I'm out of spells! I need to rest for 8 hours."
That'd be the worst season of that show.
You've a task as you direct.
Boop. Boop.
It's such a weird
Boop.
season.
Boop. Yeah, the season where Jack Bauer's a wizard.
Starts casting fucking lightning out of his hands to beat the terrorists up. He doesn't use water torture anymore.
Hey, it's all. America can be saved.
Only if we waterboard these terrorists.
Yeah, but instead he casts Mage Hand to waterboard the terrorists.
To strangle them.
You know, he has to destroy the evidence, and he uses prestidigitation.
We are accidentally, retroactively, just, working our way into the premise for that game, Tactical Breach Wizards.
I don't know what that is.
It is from the, what's it called? Gunpoint guy?
Mm-hmm.
The game where you're
Nature
former Rock Paper Shotgun alumnus.
He also made, was he? No, he wasn't Deadbolt. What did he do? Heat Signature.
Yeah.
An even better game.
And as a joke, he said the words Tactical Breach Wizards and then said, "What if I made a game?"
Mm.
That's enough Vermintide for one night. 3 failures on the same level, fuck that.
Nature as you direct.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Harvey, you know that level? It's the Drakenfels one where you fight in the sewers at the end, and the guys shooting flies at you the entire time.
Yeah.
What if you didn't stand right next to him and get hit with flies constantly? Crazy.
What would you have me do?
Alright, I guess more sticks for me.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Oh no, don't say that out loud.
I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Honestly, it seems like it would be totally fine playing that game alone.
Yeah, I mean,
some of the level
Styx is
design notwithstanding.
Insufferable fourth wall breaking asshole.
Hey, player. Hey, what? You're bad at video games and you smell like poop.
And you can't get laid.
At your service.
Why don't you go call your mom? Oh wait, I was already at her house.
He's bad. I don't remember him being as much of just like an insufferable twat in Vorkson, which Brayden, you should play Vorkson. That is a game that you'll go into going like, oh great, more sticks. I think you would generally come away within the first hour.
I played the first hour of that game for one of the charity streams.
Oh, that's not the right. Listen, I've been playing for 9 hours. Then I played a Vorkson for an hour, and I got a very reasonable view of that game.
You need something, stranger?
It's a good game.
It's a game.
Unfortunately, it has the spider's problem of the last act is rushed as hell.
God, the last act is so bad.
Well, apparently Spiders is...
You mean Spiders?
Spiders is threatening collective action against their publisher, Nacon.
Good.
are the same people who screwed over Frogwares over the console versions of The Sinking City, or the Steam version of The Sinking City.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Get yours, spiders.
That's why I bought The Sinking City on PS5 specifically because that's the version that will support Frogwares.
Oh. Okay, I don't think I necessarily got the right one then, but I did buy it back when that was an issue.
You've attacked.
Hurry! All right.
Yeah, backstab, double damage.
Brain, the last level you and Joku did was the one with the boss fight, right?
Yeah, with the big bug.
Yeah, which, by the way, was not a problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, we cheesed it real good.
Also, so at the end when it dies and falls on its back, if you get the ports and has like a few more like instant death traps on it.
Yeah.
So I died in one of those, had to do it again, and when I came back to it, the boss had bugged and didn't do anything for the entire fight.
Games.
Yeah. But no, the next level you have to do, you don't get any of your equipment. So I'm looking forward to hearing you and Joku just grouse like crazy.
Oh shit, look who it is, guys!
Is this...
It's Drizzt.
Drizzt.
Look, he's surrounded by all these gnolls. What will we do?
Life is so hollow.
Oh, got him.
Brayden.
Yeah.
So I told you, like, the first six is actually like a pretty good stealth game, but I told you the problem with that game, right?
The last act falling apart.
No, that the back half is literally the entire first half in reverse. It's all the same levels.
Oh, it's the Devil May Cry 4 problem.
I'm afraid that might be the case. I don't know, but I'll get back to you. They might have done it again. I hope not. I sure hope this is just a single example of it.
Yeah, Drizzt is just like, yeah, bye, I gotta do other things.
Drizzt's a creep. I like those first three books a lot, but Drizzt's a fucking creep.
Remember when anyone trying to make their own drow character would make a Drizzt clone?
Drizzt.
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 Literally in the books.
Bob Salvatore.
Fuck him. I'm using his own work as the example. You had somebody sound it out.
I just like that people call him Bob.
And it killed Chewbacca.
Who among us has not killed Chewbacca?
Me.
J.J. Abrams pretended to do it. Oh, you haven't seen that movie.
I'm not going to. I don't really care about Star Wars anymore. I'll watch that original trilogy from time to time and go, yeah.
Cowardice.
And there's some good games, but otherwise I'm fine.
Experience one of the worst pop culture failures of the last decade.
Get back to me when you've watched the 2008 animated Dragon's Lance movie.
I'm not against do it.
You said you were going to. That's how I learned of it. The two of you talking about it.
Yeah, we were gonna do a...
I keep saying that I want to watch that thing, and then Braden's like, we can't watch movies. That'll set a horrible precedent for Off the Deep End.
You should watch it. It's 90 minutes. Because the entire thing is such just a quick breeze through all the major plot points of the movie.
I mean, we can talk about it for like 10 minutes because
Goes by fast.
we watched that Megami Tensei OVA, and that thing was a complete waste of my time.
Honestly, at least watch until you hear Tannis speak once.
Tannis half-elven.
Yeah, Michael Rosenbaum. My first guess for...
Who does James Marsden play?
Tasselhoff.
Okay.
He's exactly what you think of. Like, there's some actually good voice acting in that. But...
Listen, we love the James Marsden.
Phil Lamar, Lucy Lawless, Jason Marsden, Fred. I can't pronounce his last name.
Fred Tascore.
There's two T's. It's Tata Sciore.
Fred Tascore.
Tatascore. No idea. He's actually not amazing in that, but
I just think about Lucy Lawless in the hit video game Hunt of the Demon's Forge.
Lucy Lawless, no problem with her.
No problem with her. She seems like a cool lady. I've never seen an episode of Xena because I was a little too young when it was on the air.
Oh, it did things.
It wasn't a cartoon.
Did things to me.
So I did not care. And I feel like that's a reasonable...
Maybe you'd like it now. How do you feel about the camera following the chakra when she throws it? First person chakra.
How do I feel about mid-budget 90s?
Oh, it's good.
Was it on network television or was it on cable?
I don't remember. Probably cable. You expect me to read channels?
I am pro Sam Raimi for the most part.
That was the Sam Raimi thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
You've a task?
Yeah.
Man has taste.
I'm gonna ping you for something.
Oh no.
Brayden. It's not bad. It's actually very funny.
Okay, well...
Oh God! And the Nendoroid people are doing school days Nendoroids.
Of course they are.
School days?
Oh God, nope! Can't do it! Can't do it, Brayden. Let's just move on to a different tape. Let's move on to a different
10 seconds
topic.
or less. 10 seconds
School
or less.
Days is the anime where they canonized the bad ending where the main female love interest goes yandere and kills the protagonist.
That's enough.
There. Done.
You got 10 seconds? Yeah, that was enough.
And it's also the origination of the nice boat meme. Its most important contribution to society.
I am prepared.
But also, like, formalizing the yandere trope.
Nodding my head.
Which is girlfriend secretly crazy. Oh wait, you cheated on her. Now she needs to stab you because if she can't have you, then no one can.
Yeah. Okay. They made that.
They
definitely
solidified that trope. They were not the father nor even the godfather of that trope, but they solidified it. Like, if you see an anime girl with bloody knife, crazy girl,
going,
like, that came from there.
Like that. As she stabs you 18 times, and it's like, Yabero! Yabero! Yeah.
No, I understand. I've watched Love.
I've watched anime.
It's a weird touchstone.
Yeah, it's
But no, yeah, like, it's fucking... It's, like, also up there with, like, Elfen Lied as, like, 2000s era anime that was edgelordy and, like, it was considered revolutionary because of how
it was a
fucking dark it was at a time.
It was
when,
a big deal for a certain segment of weebs.
Yeah. I mean, that was around the time when, like, moe was becoming the zeitgeist of the industry, so anything that was a little edgy was fucking cool as shit!
Moe.
Heian.
Kyun.
Fucking angel beats.
Clannad.
Clannad was a fucking revolutionary work of art.
Hey, Clannad made me cry. Like an idiot. Like a fucking stupid baby, even though it's fine, we're on an ad break. I can say whatever I want.
I look forward to your instruction.
Even though a large chunk of that visual novel story is, I would describe as emotionally manipulative.
But what if you got all of the sparkly glowy orb things so is that you got the true ending where you didn't have the girl die?
I did! I saved Nagisa!
And then you have to play the DLC to find out what happens when you save Nagisa.
There is no DLC.
I thought that
you
it
mean
had
Clannad,
weird, like, fucking spin-off shit.
Oh, side stories? Yeah, fuck
all
that.
of those side stories.
That's just...
They did their own spin-off based on Tomoyo.
Yep, I own that. I still have not played it. Oh, Sand died.
It's still maybe the most important visual novel ever made. Clannad, I mean.
Yeah, it's one of the most
Shibuya
important.
428 Scramble.
Yeah, Shibuya Scramble 428 is also fantastic and a work of art.
That's the good one. But if we're talking about like all-time like most important things in the genre, like it's Clannad. It's that fucking game, like, by hook or by crook, made the visual novel genre and then like just like suckered an entire generation into that type of visual novel.
It also represented the shift for visual novels to not have to be porn games.
Right. And then also, like, oh, visual novels don't need to have the Tokimeki Memorial, like, mini-game interactive elements. They can just kind of be a slideshow.
Wait, you mean they don't show it?
No.
Oh, there's definitely a porn version of Clannad.
There's a porn version of Tomio. I don't know if...
There's...
What are they doing?
I thought Clannad and
I don't think
Clannad.
Clannad. I know Air and Canon.
Air and Canon definitely have
adult versions. I don't believe Clannad does.
No, you're right. I mean, the Tomoyo After franchise definitely was like that a spin-off where. God, that game's also an RPG.
Yeah, that game has a dungeon crawler in it.
And then it's also like, what if you fucked the girls after you did their mini quest?
Well, to be fair, it's basically an alternate. It's their attempts to do an after story for the second most popular girl.
And they made an RPG.
And then also it has an RPG in it, because why not?
Fuck, man. But also, yeah, Clannad is the actual one of the most important games.
For that genre.
Yeah, it's literally...
I believe you.
Yeah. Like, key...
That and, yeah, Fate Stay Night. But, yeah, it was a big deal for Key, because they felt confident enough to put it under their non-porno label. And it did and also, yeah, Moe.
It also came out for everything. And yeah, like that art style pioneered the Moe art style, especially when they made the anime adaptation. Which then set the standard for an actually good anime, but like set the standard for like, oh, we can use the non-porn versions of visual novels for the anime adaptation, and that's how you get like Tales of Garisa and like
Grisaya, you mean?
Grisaya and like DeCapo has a anime adaptation.
I mean, we can talk about how they're bringing over a White Album, which is a big deal.
Yeah,
because it means they could bring over White Album 2, which is apparently quote unquote capital I important.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just, fucking bring over Fate Stay Night, you fucking cowards.
They're bringing over the Tsukihime remake.
If they're gonna do Tsukihime, they should bring over those
2006
all of those
classic
characters, all of those fucking characters that are now a part of this multimedia empire. The game that. Ugh.
I mean, Tsukihime was.
They're gonna take
Fate.
the time to make multi-blood type Lumina this big tentpole thing of the fighting game community, but they're not gonna give us the fucking visual novel that makes all of those Type Moon characters make sense.
Okay, but consider this. Fate Stay Night is fucking terrible.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
I am legally allowed to say
Baldur's
this.
Gate on Twitch? This is so exciting. I can't wait to watch somebody play Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I'm playing Baldur's Gate on Twitch. Fate Stay Night is a fucking terrible visual novel. People, like, I've said this before.
Where you're like, Unlimited Blade Works is actually bad.
I mean, Unlimited Blade Works is an anime vaguely sustained by Ufotable being Ufotable.
What would you have me do?
Just bring it over. They're not that bad. They're not that bad. Just bring it over. Like, just fucking... It doesn't matter that you've already showed Shiro Emiya getting his dick wet. Like, just come on over. Bring it over.
I just really don't like Shiro Emiya.
It doesn't matter. He's a fucking archetype for the character to just explore all of these, like, anime girl representations of historical figures.
And by explore, you mean explore in the bodily sense.
Well, we have to restore our soma by having sex.
Listen, you need to... If you want Lady King Arthur to be at full power, you gotta fuck her. Relkin, do you know how they changed this in the all ages version?
Do you know how they do you know how they do this in the all ages
anime?
version?
You can usually just say I don't. That's a safe.
Okay. So instead of having a threesome, to transfer mana, of course, you
hold hands.
No, he has to confront Saber's inner dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And in the anime, the original Fate Stay Night anime, not to be confused with Unlimited Blade Works or Heaven's Feel, he confronts a big, stupid-looking CG dragon. Just like the worst-looking CG dragon you've ever seen in your life.
I don't know. I watched that first season of Rise of the Shield Hero.
Yeah, but imagine that from 2006.
That's probably better.
For the group. As you direct.
God, Rise of the Shield. Fuck.
I watched the second season.
Yeah, how do you feel about Naofumi? You're like, oh, he's so cool, he's so edgy.
It's so bad.
He's so bad, he enslaved that girl.
And then she
She
had
chose to be
freedom,
enslaved.
and then she came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's such a good master.
Certainly I shall collect
That fucking
from
show,
exhaustion
god
before
damn
I
it.
fall on the back.
And remember, I wrote about this like briefly, but the second season walks a lot of that back because it's like, oh, what if he tried to third way his way and he's a good slave owner and he's kind?
My training did not prepare me
And
for
then
such extended activity.
You've as you direct.
A yawn is a silent shout.
As good as done.
And then...
Yeah, no, isekai are a plague on society. They're the worst.
I mean, it's no different than anything else. Like, I think it got popular, and so...
Yeah,
but
there's something very specific about the way anime adaptions and the light novel
For the group.
industry works. Oh, that's a Monty Python reference. He said, I'm a lumberjack, and I'm okay. I work all night, and I sleep all day.
I thought it was just a giant foot.
I wear women's clothing, suspenders, and a bra. He cuts down trees, eats his lunch, suspenders, and a bra?
Nature serve for the group.
I knew a kid like you when I was younger.
The lumberjack song, just... Everyone loves it.
Big Monty Python fan.
Hurry up!
I watched Monty Python when I was way too young for it.
Very well.
And I'm gonna blame that on at least fucking me up a little bit. Also, much like a lot of things that people pop culture standbys that people remember, a lot of Monty Python's not very good.
No. I'd say most of it's pretty bad.
Honestly, I'd say that the two movies that they did that were genuinely good are the only things that you need to have.
Yeah,
as
Holy
Monty
Grail
Python.
and Life of Brian.
Like, that's it. I find the actual show, other than the 3 or 4 skits that get clipped and reposted on YouTube, that's whatever. My problem with Monty Python is the people who really like Monty Python are absolutely intolerable.
Yeah, and they all made RPGs in the 1990s.
Bard's Tale is very much that. You really want to get Braden upset, ask him about...
Ask me about Fallout 2's very good...
that 2004 Bard's Tale game.
I mean, here's my feelings on that 2004 Bard's Tale game. Is, that game was less insufferable than I was expecting.
Okay. Now, Bard's Tale 4 Barrows Deep.
That game's just really boring.
If man is known by the company he keeps, I shall be thought of gloriously.
What's a Baldur Gate?
Can I assist you?
It's a big city on the Sword Coast.
Oh, you went longer than Joku. That's weird.
Oh no. Oh no. Now I've destroyed everything.
I mean, you took only going for 2 hours. He's the weird one, not you. Joku's streaming for less than 20 hours. What the hell?
It's just, we've talked about this before, but God bless Brian Fargo. That man loves the shit that he really loves, and the fact that he uses the surplus money from his games that do well to make these dumb Bard's Tale vanity projects is just, God bless him.
God bless him for Stonekeep.
Viewfinder is not a good... Yeah, Stone... There was an attempt to make Stonekeep 2.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Interplay, a company well known for its quality, good management. Although, to be fair, a lot of that was not him. It was the money people.
Yeah, like the weird thing about Stonekeep is the fact that they're like, let's do FMV. This should be real quick, right? Like pre-rendered environments and digitized characters with live-action cinematic sequences. Like this should be easy. And so Brian Fargo's like, yeah, we originally budgeted Stonekeep to be like 9 months, and then it took 5 years, and it was like, holy shit, if this does not hit, we are all bankrupt.
Yeah.
And then surprisingly, that game did okay.
As good as done.
It's not good.
No, it's not.
One might call it dubious.
There were so many Stonekeep clones. Like, so many people cloned and did, like, it moved the technology in the wrong way.
My feeling on Stonekeep is that they're much better.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee
yeah, I got pretty deep into that game.
Dungeon crawlers from that era.
It never gets any better.
Like, most of the Lands of Lore games. I would
rather
play
the
Lands
weird
of Lore
thing,
2 and 3.
What was it, like, Stonekeep 2, basically, they worked on it for 5 years, then they canceled it to make Icewind Dale 2.
Yeah, because...
Braden, tell me about Betrayal at Antara.
Oh, and then that's right. Then there was the Interplay or Black Isle Baldur's Gate 3 game that took fucking forever and then didn't come out.
Well, it didn't come out because they company went under, and also they lost the license.
Yeah, Wizards is like, hey, yo, we gave you 5 years, nothing. We're pulling the rights.
Yeah, and then Atari, which was
bought
Infogrames, which was owned by Hasbro, which then bought Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
That entire... Oh, that's right, the Mace of Stunning. That's a good weapon.
Like, it was not just a three punch, it was like a 4-punch thing that killed them horribly. It was Stonekeep 2, Torn, Van Buren, and then Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
And then, oh, fuck, Dark Alliance 3. They also fucked that up.
Yes, as you direct.
Yeah. Interplay.
The creators of the actual Dark Alliance 3 also fucked it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
God.
Black Isle Studios.
Dude, that game isn't, I would not call it...
Is that dubious? You should play that game.
I did play it on stream.
It's not dubious, it's just
fucking terrible.
Bad.
We're talking about Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance, the game that came out like 2 years ago.
Yes, yeah. I played it on Game Pass, because it launched on Game Pass.
Oh, right.
And the netcode was so bad.
That game's just boring, though.
Yeah, no, it's just a shitty ARPG in a world where there are a lot of really good ones.
You stream that game and you're like, this is terrible. And then, like, Jeff Gerstmann starts streaming. It's like, I don't know why people say this game is bad. It's fine.
And then he played it online.
And then he's like, this is fucking awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's terrible.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee.
I feel bad for, what was it? That studio.
Yeah. Well, maybe they should have made a good game.
No. Bad games are rarely that the...
I know.
Bad... Yeah. Rarely are bad
Video games are hard to
deliberately
make, one might say.
Yeah. Yes, based off of what we know in terms of how Wizards treats its partners in video game development, one could say it sounds like kind of a mess.
It's actually a shame is that that fourth Drizzt book would actually make for a pretty good game.
That was the other thing. Is like it was supposed to adapt those Drizzt books, like The Legend of Drizzt.
Would have been, yeah.
Icewind Dale's
like I think that's when the series goes downhill because I think Wolfgar fucking sucks. But
I mean, like R.A. Salvatore wrote like, what was it, 38 books set in that The Legend of Drizzt.
I think there were 13 main ones, and then he kept making more.
Yep, he likes to get paid, and also if he doesn't write them, they'll take someone else will.
Yeah, R.A. Salvatore, I think, is like the Forgotten Realms' version of Brian, like Sanderson, where he just keeps writing. He doesn't stop.
Or Stephen King, yeah.
He's never stopped. He keeps going.
It's an impressive skill. Whether it's good or bad, being
I
able to
still
put that
have
much
a
writing is hard.
3/4 finished blog on the Armored Core games. I should publish, I guess.
I'm still working on my talent system for my own personal tabletop game. It's hard. Writing's hard. Any kind of writing.
Yeah.
Okay, what if a computer did all the right?
Fuck you.
I've said this before. I've used ChatGPT to do NPC characters in D&D campaigns, and it's actually been kind of a relief. It's like, oh, hey, I just want to populate this bar with characters that have at least easy little surface stories. It's like, it's just get the drudgery off of me so I can concentrate on the things I actually do want to concentrate on.
It's a slippery slope.
Not really when it's something that's not commercial.
Yeah, this is just a thing I'm never gonna ever give ground on. It's a deeply offensive thing to me. I have to get into
Okay.
it.
Nature's servant as you direct.
All right, nature's servant awaits, baby. It's time to clear out the bandit camp. And by that I mean it's time to wander the Sword Coast doing more side quests for another 20 hours. Woo!
That's video games, baby.
That's Baldur Gaten. This is what this game is good at. If I wanted, like, cool little in-depth vignettes, I'd play Baldur's Gate 2. This is where you must gather your party and venture forth comes from.
You must gather your party and venture forth.
Lionheart, don't lie to him.
I like that they kind of brought back almost that same voice for Pillars.
Yeah.
I don't know, that made me feel warm inside when I first heard it.
Meanwhile, yeah.
We're all doomed.
Talk about Josh Sawyer's Vietnam flashbacks to the development of Pillars.
Life if you want.
I'll play Pentiment at some point. And go, okay.
Yeah. I liked it a lot.
Yes, oh, as you direct.
I hope I do.
How do you feel about history?
Depends. Is it about the Austro-Hungarian Empire?
No.
Oh.
It is a video game about history.
Is Dan Carlin featured in it?
So you see, there's this guy.
You don't have to.
His name is Andreas Mahler. He's an engraver. He makes illuminated manuscripts. He's a real Genghis Khan of illustration. I just like how this is Genghis Khan.
You've attacked nature as you direct.
Oh, it's a ghoul.
Hurry up! Your wish? I
shall commit to the task.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
You have need it, I can, but try.
I shall commit to the task.
What would you have me do,
Yes.
sir? Once more, onto the breach, dear friends!
I kicked him in the head until he was dead. Such good. Of course a bandit would sound like that.
Yeah, fine. I see where you're going with this. I really do wish that Way Forward had gotten a chance to do work on DuckTales 2.
Way Forward is now working on a, fuck, what are they making?
Presumably a
They're
Shantae 6.
Oh yeah, no, of course. They actually are going to put out Shantae Advance.
They're going to put out, yeah, they're putting out Shantae Advance after it didn't come out.
It's an unreleased Game Boy Advance game.
And they're the people, they're working with Limited Run Games to make the Clock Tower remaster.
That's right, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that second, if you haven't played it, that second DuckTales game is good. They give him new mechanics.
Does he jump on a pogo stick?
Yeah. But he also has, what are the three things? He has kind of like a screw thing.
I
can't
don't...
remember what the things are.
Like, I get what they're trying to do, but I kind of don't like what look they've done with that Clock Tower remaster. It is the Way Forward look with Clock Tower, and it's like, I don't know if I want to... This does not...
For the group.
I realize you can't do FMV. I realize it, okay?
Clock Tower doesn't have FMV.
No, but it has, like, the photo person, the digitized photo
yeah,
person.
it has definitely not just them tracing over a picture of Jennifer Connelly.
Nature's servant.
Mm-hmm.
For the group.
But anyways.
Garrick, identify this. It's all you're good for. Give me this +2 short sword. Killgo Stabbins. He has a THACO of 15.
Oh, that's good.
THACO.
Why wasn't that the name for this character?
THACO.
Yeah.
Because Killgo Stabbins is a really good name for a halfling assassin. It's like how, in a lot of RPG parties, when I make a character who is a halfling, I name them Fordo Boggins. It's just funny.
Yes.
It's like, oh, it's like...
It's like a thing I know, but not.
It's like a thing I know, but different. It's upended your expectations. There's
That's humor. I love comedy.
Yeah.
Hurry up! What you want?
Your wish?
You've a task?
I am at your service.
Life, whatever.
All right.
Get him, Rasad. Trash man.
Your life ends here.
Enough Pippin love? You don't have any Samwise puns?
Servant awaits.
Stab-wise gangrene.
That's... it's off the top of his head, folks. It's not going to be gold.
Stab-wise gangrene is good. Baron Grin take? No.
Yeah, no Samwise.
Merryweather Harry Footer stabby truck? No?
Mm-hmm.
I think you almost got there.
Your life ends here.
I am prepared.
Can I?
Our quest is vain.
You've attacked.
Life is glorious.
We're on. What is the point?
Nature is good as done. Yes, good as done.
Certainly I shall collapse from exhaustion before I fall on the battlefield.
So, Brayden, overall,
Yeah.
you've learned that maybe this Baldur's Gate game is a good thing.
Yeah, maybe it's still a good
Maybe
time.
it was good. Maybe it's still a good time.
Maybe this game's still okay. I know, controversy here. Oh, that's right. We have to kill Tranzig.
You've as you direct.
Instead of Legolas, it's Legilas. Is that anything? That's just
It's,
my Atelier Ryza playthrough.
Oh, boy.
Liza, huh?
It's,
I told you that I watched the first episode of the
Yeah.
anime adaptation, and it starts with just a shot with her thighs and shorts.
Yeah, they know what's up. They understand.
It's really, you know, God bless them. They know their audience, and you know, I'm not here to shame them for it.
that image of the comparison of her from the 3 different games and how her thighs get bigger with everyone is absurd.
Hey, you know, she's been working out.
Eventually, 90% the size of her head.
Yeah, she's been working out.
Look, that artist likes thick women.
Hidari
and as
does good character
I'm with them.
design.
And apparently, as the series went along, people didn't notice that he was making his women thicker and thicker as time went on.
I mean, he's been doing character designs for the Atelier games for a while.
Yeah, they did I think they just recently did a remake of an older one. It's also pretty.
He also did the character designs for that remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden, which I think are quite good. Which is why my avatar is still one.
Sure, I can see it. What was her? Pink Mage? May?
I shall collapse
I want to say she had a figure. Or the purple-haired sorceress lady you get the choice between on the other campaign. Or no, is that which side gets the choice?
I've always wondered, like, I know that the Atelier franchise has its fans. Like, is there... It's as, like, Jeff pointed out, the reason why we might never play an Atelier game is, like, is there a go-to game where it's like, this is the one? Or is it
a lot of people really love the first Iris on the PS2.
Or is it constantly whatever game is the new one?
I know Ricky really likes Manichemia.
Yeah, there was a long period of time where people didn't talk about them at all. But Iris, Eternal Mana, is a very popular one. It got 3 games like Ryza, which not all of them did.
Task is good as done. As you direct.
Anyway, this guy was a chicken. Now I need a skeleton skull. As one does.
My training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
A yawn is a silent shout.
I thought about getting into those games, and I tried with Iris, but at some point you get into the grind, and I just...
I'm not sure I would like those games as games.
One could say that you have to, like, give them credit for being, like, authentically the most... They are authentically JRPG experiences.
Oh, there's Kevin. Kevin's too good to be in this party.
But yeah, I don't... It's like the lowest priority thing that we could have for off the deep end. Especially when Jeff lording over us in terms of saying exactly what he's going to pick next.
I mean...
I don't know how to feel about... Well, I mean, like, Brayden, we saw this pick coming a while.
This was going to happen.
This was going to happen. Like, we knew this was going to happen. The person who talks constantly about Panzer Dragoon... Probably gonna pick the RPG one of those.
Yeah, whatever. I'm fine saying that out loud. We're recording on Monday or something.
Monday or Sunday. Yeah, we're probably gonna play Panzer Dragoon Saga.
I'm sorry.
Do I want to finish that game? Do I want to finish Dragon Age 2? Or do I want to say, eh...
You don't... Yeah,
dude,
I should play
Brayden, we've already played Dragon Age 2.
I have not
we've
played
seen
the
it to
DLC.
The end. You know what? Oh, really? The DLC is actually shockingly good.
Not the one with Felicia Day!
No, but the one that ties into, like foreshadows
Corpheus.
Inquisition. Corpheus is great, other than the fact that they stopped using Corpheus. Because the plot is so bloated that... I've said my thing. It reminds me of like Corpheus and then like Aridin in Witcher 3 coming out at the same time, and it's like, oh wow, you've been building up to this giant antagonist, and then it's a nothing burger. But at least with Aridin, like you get maybe one of the all-time greatest boss battles in CRPG history.
I do not remember a thing about the final boss fight of The Witcher 3.
Oh man, where he pulls you through portals and he's just...
Oh yeah,
That battle is great, especially when you play it on hard and you actually need to time and figure out the patterns.
I played it on Death's March.
Yeah, like you really need to be... It basically becomes a rhythm game.
Yeah, which reminded me actually of The Witcher 1's combat system, which I like. It's very PSO adjacent.
Oh, sure. The Witcher 3 DLC does have. It's like, I mean, that Roses and Wine is like.
Yeah, Blood and Wine's fantastic.
Blood and Wine.
I did not care
maybe...
for the thing at the end of the stone. The whole one going
Stone.
through like the vision.
Oh, that was fine.
Yeah, I also thought it was fine, but to each their own.
The mirror was water.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
And yeah, and then they followed that up with Cyberpunk.
Yep.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
I really like Edge Runner. Yeah, I liked most of Hearts to Stone. It's just I didn't like that last bit.
Olgierd Van Everick. Garbage Man. Wife Beat McNasty. I did spare him at the end.
Shasta McNasty. I've mentioned this before, but I used to live next to the Shasta Cola factory. It was right there, right across from the Shasta factory. And I've said this before, but the Shasta Cola factory was located next to the chocolate factory. And let me tell you, as a kid growing up, the smell of refining sugar is not a pleasant thing. I'll never forget driving past so it was Shasta, and also there was a Pepsi factory. And driving past the Pepsi when they were transferring the defoaming agent into a vat. And I remember as a kid, like, looking at it, and it's like, it's neon orange. And then my grandfather saying, yeah, that's the defoamer agent. That's why your soda doesn't have foam, like beer, or it ferments in the can. It's like, it's neon orange.
Is this going to end with you being like, and that's why I don't drink soda pop?
I actually, I will tell you that I've retired soda for the most part from my diet.
Soda. But sometimes you need an energy drink.
I have issues with sugar, but not like horrible issues with sugar. But like I have a sweet tooth, so I drink black coffee. It's the one thing that I try to do that's slightly healthy is no sugar.
With sugar.
No sugar drinks.
And cream.
But yeah, no, I drove past a factory, like multiple soda factories and a chocolate factory. Sugar is a weird thing.
Eat good.
I remember that Shasta has its fake Mountain Dew, and it's called Mountain Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And then their grapefruit is called Zaz.
Oh no. He's got all these weird cut scars all over his body, and he's gonna stop the Batman.
At this point, soda is really my only
food advice.
Servant awaits.
I needed to drop it still, but I don't know if I'm going to. Otherwise, I eat pretty well at this point.
Our quest is vain if you want.
Your wish, I shall commit to the task.
Life is glorious.
I am pleased.
My wounds are too great. We're all ones at one point.
I understand.
Yeah, yeah. Candy! That's absolutely my vice. Fuck up
It's
a
easier for
box.
me to avoid it, except my current job. It's just present.
Yeah.
Life is so hollow.
Life is glorious.
Perhaps this group makes not quite as much up as I thought.
Oh, man.
Perhaps nature's servant awaits. Yes, oh omni. You've a task as good as done. For the group.
Yes, sir. With joy, sir. With joy, sir.
Nature for the group.
Oh, right, they're making a new Wonka movie for reasons.
Yeah, they are. It's a Wonka prequel starring Tim Chalamet.
That's what we needed. A prequel story to Willy Wonka.
Yep.
Okay, but consider this. Brand recognition. The people, they know what a Willy Wonka is.
They sure do.
They don't know what original screenplay is.
What? You want me to watch a movie about something I'm not already familiar with? What?
Is Spider-Man in it? No?
Yeah, that third Spider-Man movie would have been so much better if it was, shot with everybody in the same location. Ugh.
As good as done.
You're talking about the third Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, with all
Oh,
the
okay.
callbacks to the older stuff. Just a lot of like, oh, these two aren't in the same room ever.
Oh, you mean the one with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
I feel like if the big thing they should have done is just make Harry Osborn the fucking Venom. It's that fucking easy. God damn it. Instead, they had to do Eddie Brock.
As you direct.
And God, Topher Grace's Eddie Brock is so fucking bad.
Hey, you know.
And then it got really confusing with like, why is the Sandman a part of this thing? Oh wait, you need to know who killed fucking Uncle Ben. Like, it's such a messy movie. But I actually like the part where Peter becomes evil.
Oh, I was
like
talking
the one...
about the Tom Holland stuff.
Oh, sorry.
No, but yeah, that movie's also a nightmare.
I will show you. To me, like these men want a little trouble. I'll give them trouble.
I don't know. I watched No Way Home, and it's like, I'm just so fucking done with these metaverse, like, multiverse movies.
Oh yeah, no. When I heard about what that movie was about, I'm like, oh, this is the end. This is the end of Hollywood creativity. Because it's literally now just, hey, remember that thing?
Like, I remember when everyone in the theater got super excited when Professor Xavier comes out and he's in the golden seat, and it's like, oh, it's playing the X-Men, the animated series music, oh my god!
Yeah,
It's like,
welcome to...
And then that was the moment where it's like, I can't watch these movies in a theater anymore. I can't do this.
With joy, sir.
God forbid somebody gets excited about a thing. Jeez.
It's just, I can't do this anymore. I'm just gonna watch them in the confines of my own home. Just enjoy them that way. Be antisocial. Die alone. It's okay. Come to terms.
I too enjoy having my childhood fed back to me like a sweet lullaby.
Yes, as you direct.
Anyway, Spider-Man 2,
As you direct.
the video game. Do you know who's gonna be Venom? Because they basically tell you in the trailer that came out today.
Peter Parker?
No.
Wasn't that the point of the gameplay trailer we saw?
No, he has the symbiote suit, but obviously at some point he's gonna have to, at some point Miles is gonna be like, hey Peter, what if you stopped being bad and was good? And then Peter's like, well, I guess you're right, Miles Morales.
If you insist.
Make as good as done.
But, do you care at all about this, Relkin? This PS5 game that you're not going to play?
I'll play someday.
Okay.
I'm getting closer to playing that first one.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, just like how when Arkham Knight was like, we're making a new character, the Arkham Knight.
It's like,
and I'm like, oh, it's Jason Todd.
Oh.
And then it's
Yeah,
like, it's
they're gonna do the
Jason
Jason
Todd,
Todd.
shocker.
Ugh.
Creativity's for nerds.
Also, you have to write stories for nerds.
Yeah.
Who
don't
very familiar with the source material.
Yeah.
It's like,
okay,
what were they gonna do?
Have you seen that scene at the end of that Flash movie? Because that shit was like made me upset.
Wait, which?
The Flash movie.
I have not seen it.
Starring Human Restraining Order Ezra Miller. Yeah, nerds hate creativity and love the status quo. You're right, Lionheart. So
such a controversial statement.
Yeah, are you gonna watch the Flash movie?
Yeah, at some point, yeah, because I'm a tortured DC fan.
Okay, so you hate yourself.
Yeah. I think their source material is so much better than like the
multiverse bullshit at the end of that movie made me so angry.
Well, that's them. That's like their canonical retcon, right?
Yeah, but do you want me to tell you?
No, I'll watch it at some point.
The deep plot points of, hey, remember this thing?
Actually, you know what? Here, just give me a yes or no. Are they making you? So originally, it was pretty clear they were setting up Injustice, which I'm really bummed we're never going to get to see a Henry Cavill fascist Superman. But there was a scene in Batman vs Superman where the Flash tries to warn Batman. Did they make use of that? It's actually now
no, absolutely not. You're thinking too creatively. Do you want me to tell you?
No, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
As good as done.
Well, it's on video on demand, I believe.
Welcome. The traveling adventurer is never turned away from a house of Lothander. Don't touch me. I'm super important.
I mean, do they ever waste anything? We can always just do it again. They will do it again.
For the group.
I mean, regardless of the actor, the Flash is always going to be like one of the hardest things to actually do. That or like Dr. Fate. Remember when they were going to do Dr. Fate with Pierce Brosnan?
He was in that Black Adam movie.
Yeah, they had him in Black Adam.
Well, I think they were planning on making an actual like full-on Dr. Fate movie. Let's talk about the broader forces of chaos
let's
and
talk
order.
about. Yeah, also like, ugh. Let's talk about that Black Adam movie. You know, I really feel like this Dwayne Johnson guy, he's only gonna go up from here, right?
I only think about the changing of the hierarchy of power in the DC universe on a regular basis.
Man, he literally burned every bridge.
Remember when he was like tweeting about how it's like, oh, you know, it's still making money, you guys. Like, he was The Rock was tweeting out doctored numbers for the goddamn Black Adam movie.
Sure, I mean, at some point he has his ego tied up in it.
Oh yeah, no, dude clearly has a massive ego. Yeah, he gave in.
Have they? Have they confirmed or denied if Zachary Levi as Shazam is being brought back into the James Gunn universe, or did like Fury of the Gods? I know Theory of the Gods made no money, like it was a box office bomb. But
from what I gather, it's basically just the same as the first movie.
It's not as good.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think the first one was especially good to begin with.
I liked that first one. That
first movie is just a fun little, like... It was just such a breath of fresh air because it was a movie that knew what it was.
And it came out around the same time as Endgame, which is the most... well...
Like, seeing a small-scope superhero movie, even if that first Shazam movie had really questionable production values at times... And just, like, that entire fight sequence kind of is a little too dour because it's a bunch of brown and blue CG abominations.
That's all superhero films.
But, you know, I don't know. That movie's
think we should
fun.
give Endgame a hard time. You know what? They managed to actually do a lot with that.
Endgame is fine.
I don't like the last big battle being just a bunch
Oh,
of
the last
brown and...
fight of that movie is boring as shit.
It's just
like,
a bunch of brown bullshit.
A bunch of disparate characters, like in a way that you're like, oh, I'm surprised you actually managed to make a lot of these threads work.
I also have a very visceral reaction to that movie because while I was watching that movie in theaters, I was succumbing to food poisoning as I was watching it, which was a lot of fun. Just like sweating, constantly sweating during this like
psychosomatic reaction.
Fucking like, oh my god, like giant Ant-Man, and then like I'll never forget, I was next to a guy in the theater, and I'm like, just like I said, drenched in sweat because I'm succumbing to food poisoning. And there's the part Captain America gets the Thor hammer, and he literally is banging the sides of his chair arms, so much so that he is hitting me and then literally hopping up and down in his theater seat.
Yeah,
saying,
this is why
they did it! Oh my god! Like, and it's like, I can't, is this happening? Is this actually...
This is why men are a mistake.
Is society.
This is why comic books are a bane upon society. This is why we need to go back to the olden ways. What if adult psychodramas with budgets under $20 million?
I mean,
starring
that's
Michael
the modern,
Douglas. Probably.
That's where the horror genre is, which is it's a bunch of movies that are like $10 to $20 million, and it's like, shoot your shot. If it works, it works. If not, get the fuck out.
You joke, Brain. I like the game.
I'm just saying Michael Douglas would be happier if he was in adult contemporary psychodramas instead of Ant-Man 3.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were talking about the David Fincher movie.
Yeah, I like the game a lot.
I was just making a joke about...
I like the game. I find the twist in the game fucking dumb.
There used to be movies.
Find the whole big reveal in terms of what the game is a giant fucking pile of shit. But whatever. It's a good movie up until that point.
Also, now that I said Michael Douglas, I'm thinking about they made that Wall Street sequel starring Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, that's right.
Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Actual cannibal.
Money Never Sleeps. I mean, that was like, that movie made money also. Like, people don't remember this, but like that movie made a lot of money, but also that was slightly before when Oliver Stone went off the deep end and fucking became persona non grata.
Are you telling me a guy who made a movie
JFK,
that promoted the worst and dumbest JFK conspiracy theories?
Remember when he made...
The original Rocky movies were superhero movies. Have you seen Rocky 4?
To be fair, Creed 3 is basically just Hajime no Ippo.
You've told me that, and I said, uh-huh.
Yeah, because you refuse to learn, and instead choose to live in ignorance.
You have to like the things I like.
No, I'm saying anime. Hajime no Ippo, it's a big deal.
Yeah, fill your head with information you don't care about.
Yeah, that's my fucking life, motherfucker. That's my entire fucking existence, is filling my brain with information I don't need.
I don't understand. Why are you yelling?
Because I'm calling him out.
Because it's all I have. You think I'm good at coding?
Yeah, just imagine being like Oliver Stone and making Platoon, and then Wall Street, and then Born on the 4th of July. And then following Born on the 4th of July after some smaller projects with JFK.
JFK's a bad movie.
It's...
Remember when Tom Cruise did things other than big action movies?
I mean, you say that, but he's actually good at those big action movies.
Yeah, he is.
He's good at playing Tom Cruise.
Also,
I mean, my favorite...
to go back and watch him play something else, and it's like, oh man, Tom Cruise can actually do other things too.
I say this, I think my actual favorite Tom Cruise movie is Collateral.
Yep, I'm with you. That's one of my favorite films, period, and he's the main reason.
Like, the entire final sequence of Collateral was so good. Like, that subway chase scene is so fucking good.
Yes, I'm tracking him down, guessing. Oh, but honestly, so Mika and I watched that shit. I got her to watch some Michael Mann stuff for the first time. And something I didn't really take into account the first time that she kept noticing was how Vincent keeps, I can't remember Jamie Foxx's character, Max? He keeps kind of reeling him back into a state of normalcy with all their little conversations between the hits. Just, Vincent's character is so good.
Yeah. Yep.
There are all these weird bits of just like normal conversation after he just subjected him to killing the guy in the bar or whatever.
Also, yeah. Yeah.
I love cinema.
Yeah.
I mean, the Michael Mann and Paul Greengrass are like the actual good examples of minimalism directing done good.
No, Khalid lost his morale because he's poisoned. Garrick, use the Bard song, Garrick.
Also, yeah, like Oliver Stone is pro-Putin. Like, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, who could have guessed?
We're all doomed if you want.
Go get him. Look, I gave Rasad a decent strength score using the power of magic. And now he can hit things for +3 damage.
I think self-imposed challenges like this are fun.
I mean, Justin just beat this game with 2 party members, so...
Well, it sounds like, if anything, that made it easier, from what he said.
You level up real fast when you don't have to worry about 6 people. One might say you get 3 times as much experience. Alright. I am starting to get tired.
You've been doing this for over 3 hours.
So I think Killgo
is gonna take a break?
It's gonna take a break.
Good job, Brain.
I did it.
Yeah, you did a lot of the Killgo Stabbins.
I killed, I went, I stabbed. I go stab. Alright. Let's see. Is anyone else streaming?
Right.
Wait, no,
really.
Joku's not streaming. Joku's like, oh, these
Joku
puzzles!
joined
oh!
you. You outstreamed Joku. Just think about that.
Alright, who wants to watch a movie? No. Okay. Good night.
Alright, bye.